What up, party people? Here we go. Boom. Happy Friday, man. On Fridays, we dance. You gotta celebrate. You need to learn how to celebrate your victories. Say, revolution. So next week, I am coming back at 7:30 in the morning, man. I think I had a lot more people showing up at 7:30 in the morning. I think people are getting ready. They're traveling, they're getting ready for work. And they need this morning motivation, so I want to get your day started off right. We're going to go back to 7:30 a.m. Woo! I hope you guys are ready to get jump-started. What's up, Donna? Thank you for always getting on here. Listen, man, wherever you're at, man, just raise those hands up, pump it up, get some energy into it. $7:30 in the morning, starting Monday. Woo, let me know where you're coming in from, if you're catching the live or the replay. What's up, what's up? Good morning, party people. What's up, Stu? Let's talk today, man. I need to get my roof done. I need to get it done. So I need to hear from you today. Let me know when you're coming in from. We got Detroit in the house. We got Maryland in the house. Woo! We're all pumped up. I'm ready to go. I hope you guys are too. All right, party people. I want to talk to you and share a little secret about what successful people do versus what the 98% of the world that just wants to be mediocre does, right? Now, I remember when I was doing, certain things, blaming everybody else and, looking for outside to be where I fix myself over there. You pointing fingers, doing all this other stuff, instead of taking 100% responsibility. When I took 100% responsibility for my life is when my whole life changed. When I was able to take control because, hey, you cannot control other people. You can't control your boss. You can't control the government. You can't control your spouse. You can't control them. You absolutely cannot do that. So that's what's going on, right? So I've talked so far this week about vision. That without vision, you can't do anything. If you don't know what you want, how do you know how to get it, right? The second area, we talked about the 10 areas in your life, right? The 10 areas are spirituality, marriage, and I think that should be number 2 because we're born to be in a relationship. Some people can say, I don't want to be in a relationship, whatever it is. Maybe you need to look internally why. You've seen bad relationships, your files are messed up. It's much better if to share this world, right, with your family and your partner. I'm super excited about that, right? The next is being a parent, right? That's one of the things that there should be, right? Family, how you are in life with your family. Work, this is the one that most of us invest all our time in. And we forget about family, we forget about ourselves and our health, we forget about our marriage, we forget about everything else. We think that we're doing things for our family, but really they're inside going, hey, leave me, just be here with me, right? And then there's finances, that's another one that we always invest a lot of time. I gotta make sure I'm broke, I gotta make money. That's what we've been taught, right? But the next one, fun and adventure, is one that we just ignore all the freaking time. We live a life that's stale, which makes your marriage stale. You make sure your family stale, because we don't want to take time to celebrate. Today's Friday, man, and on Fridays, we dance, right? We celebrate, right? And then, what about working in your community? Are you a person that lives in the community, that just takes from your community, that doesn't, ever get involved and help other people in the community, right? Right? Then there's charity. We should all take time, man. It just really will help you grow, and you will love it. Taking the time to, to help other people, to serve other people, like Thanksgiving, go, feed people, or, of Christmas, go buy some people some stuff. Charity makes you full and joyful, man. It just really does. And last, legacy. Who will you leave to be? Those are the things that I talked about this week. So if you haven't seen them, go into my page and grab them, or you can subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to start telling people about subscribing to my YouTube. I want to get up there with my YouTube, and I know you guys can help me. Let me know if you want to subscribe in here, and I'll point you to my YouTube, all right? So what do successful people do? They take 100% responsibility in all areas in their life. They take 100% responsibility. Everything. It's not 99, 98. That's not enough. There's not a, middle ground. It's either you are the 98% that you want to blame others. Maybe it's not for all of these things, but for one or two of them, you blame others, and those are the things that you're not doing well in, right? You're in a victimhood. You're wrapped into being a victim. And we're not victims, man. We're not born to be victims. You have unlimited potential. You can do anything and everything that you want in your life if you choose to take responsibility. Why? Because if it's a plane, you're the one driving that plane. There's not the guy next to you that's driving, or the people that are doing. Everybody's got to do their own life, and you've got to take responsibility for it, right? If you were in an abusive relationship, right? People are going to hit me with that. Well, what about it? Well, you stayed too long. There were yellow flags. You saw it coming, right? You probably had a relationship like that before, and you went back into it because you looked for the same person over and over again, right? You could have walked out. You could have told other people, but you chose not to, right? If something has happened in your life, if you get into a car where somebody's drinking and driving and something happens, you chose to get in there, right? That's 100% responsibility. You say, no, I'm not getting in there. You don't go to a house where people are selling drugs, right? And your friends, even if they're your friends or whatever it is, you don't want to be around that, but you choose to, right? You get in a car with somebody you shouldn't be getting in the car, and he ends up robbing somebody. You choose to take responsibility. You have to that's the only way that you can control and win in life, right? Yeah, mediocre people that love blaming others, they're constantly waiting for something to change. Right? You might want to write this down. Waiting for something to change. It's external. It's not me. I'm good, man. I'm doing everything right. Yeah. I'm running the world, man. You're broke. You don't have any friends. You're not in a good relationship. You're cheating. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're not being involved in your community. You're not doing any of the 10 areas in your life. Maybe one or two of them at a 3 or 4%, and you're good, right? But you're waiting for your wife or your husband to get, to change in a relationship instead of you leading and loving, right? Because a relationship is a place you go to give, right? You waiting for that your wife. You're waiting for your boss to stop having an attitude because you are 10 minutes late every day. They said good things come to those who wait. That's why I'm always late. Right? No, that's not how life works, right? You're waiting for your brother to say sorry. Instead of, if you're the older brother or the younger brother, say, I'm sorry. This is stupid. I love you, right? You're waiting for your friend to say they were sorry, right? You're waiting for the government to change, right? But you don't want to do anything to change it, right? Everything's external. It's out there. You need to fix, not me. I'm good. Are you really successful? I mean, look at it, man. But I know that successful people, right? They look at the 10 areas and they see the mess that they have made, and they step into the mess and they go, wow, this is my freaking mess. And I'm going to change this, man. I need to change this. I want to get out of this. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of complaining. I'm sick and tired of telling the story over and over again, right? And making other people the victims when I am the one that needs to change this. If I don't like what's going on with this person, I won't hang out with them, right? Stop being friends. If I don't like what's going on in my marriage and I'm working and I'm trying, then either get out or fix it. You fix you. What can you do more? When there's a relationship problem, the first thing we should do, even if it's every month or whatever time, is, what did I do wrong? How can I fix that? Because if you fell in love with this person, what is your outcome? Do you want to be right? Or you rather be happy? Right? I'd rather be happy, man. I'll tell you what, 20 times out of 20, I'd rather be happy. Right? I'll take responsibility. The people that are successful, right? They learn from their mistakes. They grow from the mistakes. They take their 100% responsibility and they take their mess and they fix it continuously. They look at their mess and they go, wow, man, what can I do better here in my finances? What can I, not out there, they don't blame anything and they fix it, right? Everything, 98%, the guys that are not successful, these people that love complaining and being victims, right? They will do everything in the world to not take responsibility. They will lie, cheat, blame, point. They will do everything and never fix themselves, right? But why do you have to fix? There's nothing to fix. You got all 10 areas, you got them on lockdown. They're all good. It's out there, man. I'm perfect. People, my wife has to change. My boss needs to change. The business that I'm in and the way that they do things, they have to change. It's you. If you're not fixing yourself, you're not growing. Did you know that? How about that? If you're not looking at yourself, you're not growing. If you're not learning from things, you're not improving. You're stuck. You're mediocre. You're happy being there. You don't care about anything. You don't want to evolve. You're just planted in the dirt and you're not growing. Right? The 2% men, they own their freaking mess. They own it. They reapproach. They look. They are flexible in the way things go. Right? They fix. They grow, they learn, they teach, they gain. And you know what? All of that happens together. That means happiness. They're happy. You got to learn, man. We've been talking about this, right? The files and the memories and the things that we keep saying over and over, the stories that we keep anchoring in our lives, and the visions of what things look like or what they're supposed to look like that are not serving you. Those files in your brain, you got to go back in there and delete the file blame. Delete blame completely. Step into 100% responsibility. Let me say that again. Delete blame. No more blaming. 100% no more blaming. And fix, just turn that into taking responsibility. I will take responsibility. Let me get some hashtags in here. I will take responsibility. 100% responsibility is mine. Come on, let me get you guys in here talking to me, man. Let me hear it. Right? There is no middle ground, man. Either you're complaining or you're freaking, straight out, taking 100% responsibility. All right? So what will you choose? What will you choose? Are you going to choose excuses? Or are you going to choose results? Which one do you want? What's more important to you, right? The choice is yours. It's always yours. It's always yours, right? And so, if you really believe that you're doing fantastic and you're doing great, let's just take, for 1 second, let's talk about spirituality. Are you taking responsibility for your health, for your body, what you're doing, praying, or it's time? Time, I don't have time, so time's your enemy. Let's blame time, right? Do you spend time with the Lord? Do you meditating or whatever it is that you do to heal yourself? Do you eat right? That's part of your spirituality. It's like health is in there with that, right? Your mental health, your physical health, and your health in relationships and all that, right? And so, what about your marriage? Is your wife the problem, or are you the problem? I know I'm the problem. I know that I can do better. I know that sometimes I take things personal, that I do things that I don't need to be doing. And I know that you do too, right? What about being a parent? What about being a parent? Do you sit there and do you listen to your kids, or you're chastising them? Because your kids are brilliant, man. Right? You can do better with your kids. You can sit there and go, wow, I understand that. I mean, my daughter has taught me some insight. My son, my other daughter, all of them have taught me some amazing things. When I stop talking and stop trying to be overbearing parent, I don't have to change. I don't have to grow. I don't have to learn anything. You're the one that needs to learn. I know everything. When I stop doing that, I have much better relationships with my kids. What about with your brothers and your family, right? What about family reunions? Do you go? Or you got this beef that you haven't let go? You're mad about some stupid stuff. Called you a girl or whatever it was. Some stupid is stupid. It's your brother, it's your mother, it's your father. You know, you fix it. You say sorry. Write a letter, man. If you're interested, hit me up. I have this letter thing that you can do that'll heal that for you. And you can let it go. All right? And, you know, what about work? What's your relationship with work? You know, my boss won't let me. I cannot do it. I would lose my job. Do you really want to be in a job where it's like that? You have to work Saturday. They don't get a choice to be with your kids. You don't get a choice to come home early. You don't get a choice. Is that the kind of work doesn't sound like work to me. It sounds like one of those cubicle things, man. You know, those pyramid cubicles and stuff. It's ridiculous. What about, you know, your finances? Do you spend more than you make? Most people do, right? You go and you spend a lot more money and you want to blame everybody else. Oh, no, blah, 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 blah. Tashana, there's plenty of jobs. Hit me up if you need help. Right? Finances. What else? Fun? Fun later. I'll do it later. No. Since I was 20 years old, success to me was grandpa on the trampoline. You get that? Grandpa on the trampoline, just jumping around on the trampoline. My grandkids come and they're like, what is that thing going up and down? Oh, that's just grandpa on the trampoline. And see that my kids see that joyfulness is important, that they see that playfulness matters, right? And I teach my grandkids to be happy and joyful. Where are you at with this? You still got it all together? Right? No, it's my job. You blame your job. I can't. I don't have time for that. Or, you know, I'm tired or whatever it is, man. To take those vacations, to you know, all that work that you do, the money and paying the bills is great. But a vacation with your family, where your phone is down and when you come home, that you have, you know, you do something at home. I mean, how can you work somewhere else for like 12 hours and then come home and be like, oh, I'm too tired for my family, when that's the joyful part where you get fun and excitement out of. What's up, Nate? Good to see you on here. You know, what about that, man? What about that? Spending that extra time when you get home. You know, work should be work, and then when you leave there, that should be shut down. Oh man, I'm going to my family, right? Or do you blame work for not giving them the life that they deserve? You think it's paying for bills? No, it's being a parent. Love is spelled T-I-M-E. Can you please spell that for me in here? Everybody in here who wants to be loving and time, T-I-M-E. That's how you spell love, right? What about community? Getting out there in the community and serving and doing things, creating outreaches or whatever it is, or, you know, doing parties. That's what I could do for my community. I'll probably do something with music and just have everybody coming by and having a good time, right? You add, right? What about charity? How many of you have gone on a mission trips? Go out there and get on mission trips. Do the mission trips. Marita, how are you? Hey, share this, man, on your page. If you think that I'm adding value and other people need to do this, I'm going to start 7:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday. That's when I'm going to be doing it, because not 8:30 wasn't working, but 7:30 is good. At 8 o'clock is when I'm going to start my Zooms. I'm going to be all prepped and ready to go. Yes. Charity, man. Get out there, man. Go on a mission trip. Serve your church. Do things. Trust me, you're going to feel joy. And legacy. Who will you be? Will you be that guy that blamed, or that woman that blamed everybody else for their problems and never stood up for themselves? Listen to me. You have unlimited potential. There is greatness inside of you. You are worthy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve joy. You deserve peace. You deserve comfort. You deserve to be the 2%. You deserve to be a 2% in all these 10 areas of your life. All you need to do is take 100% responsibility for the things that come at you in your life. You know, sometimes we get sick because we're not paying attention. Sometimes we get sick because we are afraid to go to the doctor. Right? It just doesn't happen overnight. Or we're not eating right, or we're putting chemicals on our bodies and we don't care. You know, some people, I talk to them about non-toxic products and they go, oh no, if it's not bleach, it's not clean. That's a freaking lie. You're killing yourself. But you know what? You have the right to do that. But if you get sick, take 100% responsibility for it. Hey man, I don't care about that, you know, it doesn't matter. I was glad that I had Clorox and cleaned my house. I mean, come on people, it's your life. You get one time to live it, man. I love you. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. I hope that I brought some value to you. Wherever you are, man, just move around, get some energy. Scott, I saw you on here too, man. I love you, my brother. I love everybody who's on here. If you are enjoying this, share it. Share it next time. 7:30, Monday through Friday. Saturday, I'll have a rant. Sundays, I'm off. I love you, man. Peace.